I'm here inside the New York City Transit Museum in Brooklyn, and I'm going to be doing some clips for you guys. There's some really neat stuff. Right here's the very first one. This is an actual spoil cart from like 1910 that they used. In the construction of the New York City subway system. Okay, there you go. Over here you have a Ingersoll Rand compressor from 1915, and they used that to supply power, pressure to use for the tools and equipment. The compressor, jackhammers and stuff like that. Rock grinders and other stuff. Okay. Next here you're going to see a sample of what a train station bench used to look like. This is a depiction of what would be a City Hall train station. Okay, so next we're going to show you the evolution of the turnstile in the New York City subway system. This one was patented in 1894 and it was like the first one. You would drop your fare in there. Or ticket, it says drop ticket in here. It's amazing. This is authentic. Okay, this is the early 1900s. I gotta move a little faster, I don't want to make this too long. Next year's 1922. You drop the fare in that little slot. And they had a counter to see how many people were coming in and out. And they made the turnstile out of wood. Quite an elaborate upgrade from those. And that's 1922. From the 1920s to 1925, they used that. And then came 1932. They made them smaller and more efficient. So there's that one. 1939. Didn't change much. 1939, 5 cents. Can you imagine? Now it's $2.50. Okay. 1946, they became really, really small. 1946. Again, I remember these when I was growing up. And then in 1968, right there. And they used this along in 1968. I remember going through those as a child too. So this one came in 1945. And then you have 1980. I remember those. 1983. And 1992. And this is pretty close to what they are now. Completely amazing. With the MetroCard gizmo. And there go the turnstiles of the New York City transit system. Here I'm going to show an example of the original token booths, or one of the earliest ones. And here we have a nice clerk. Taking money and giving us tokens. That's my friend Courtney. Okay. Let me go inside and check it out. And if you were working in the transit system back then, this would be your place to, you know, sell tokens and tickets to the public. This must be like a lockbox or something. That's an old coin counter or token counter right there. I remember seeing those too. I think I'm dating myself. Here are the evolution of the token. That little tiny one there, you can barely see it. And then those two. And those. And those. I remember most of them. It says the small one was from 1953 to 1970. The next one, 1979 to 1980, 1995 to 2003. And the blue die was used from 1986 to 1995. And of course, now we have the MetroCard. Okay. do a quick clip of this. This was the actual model used for the Verrazano Bridge rendering in 1957. And there's the bridge. That side would be Staten Island. And that would be Brooklyn. Here you have a small rendition of the third rail that they use for electricity, the assembly of it. And that would be that right there. You come in contact with that, and you're done. And these are the electric trains. Okay. Okay, this is probably an original car, subway car. So we're gonna go in there and see what they have. It's not an original subway car, it's made out of wood. This just shows some of the benches and some of the artwork, some of the stations throughout the city. But I'm running a little late, so I'm gonna move along. Here you have samples of all the rapid transit, New York Transit, Manhattan Transit, Queens, all of the MTA. I mean, these are really, really cool and interesting. And I like to show them all to you, but it would take forever. I mean, they're simply amazing. Look at that. I'll try to show you as much as I can. All right, well, they all have their dates on them, and they all range from the early stages of the transit system to the later stages. Those are all subway maps and the routes. This is a sample of what the buses used to look like in the 60s and 70s. This one would be the Q5, which would be in Queens. But they only have this little piece of it. I remember riding those. And then they have this one over here, which is a more modern bus. A lot of them still look like this. Okay, and the motor or the engine.
Okay.
You can see some of these models of the buses over here. Grand Street Line, 1913. That looks kind of small. I think this is a rendition of it, but anyway. 63rd and 5th Avenue bus. This one they used to have the electric rails on top. These are the mechanisms that you used to use for the bus to put your money in. Ocean Avenue Express. Okay.
These aren't too bad.
These are all authentic MTA signs. They don't have a lot of these left in the stations of Boney and the older ones, but I remember a lot of them. I remember the smoking one, the spitting one, the off-hour waiting one, train stop at the center of the platform. We go on the other side, they have some more transferred. Okay, there's that. Okay guys, this is the longer version of what this video is going to be about, and these are the New York City transit trains and the evolution from when they started to now. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to start and I'm going to do details as much as I can. This is a 1959 diesel locomotive right here. And I'll do more details on the other one. This one here is a 1910 electric locomotive. Over here is 1961 Long Island Railroad caboose car. I'm not quite sure if we could go in these or not. It's closed, but that's what it looks like inside. It has like a little bed, a sink, and conductor's chair there. Okay, I'm gonna switch back and forth. Of course, we all know these. They're still in use. This one's a 1961 R30 car. I remember riding these as well. here. It's exactly as it was back then. Quite frankly, I think they're larger than the trains today. This is a 1888 electric rail car. Astoria, Derby, and Birmingham. Completely amazing that this thing is still around in this shape. Okay, we're gonna go back over there. And I'm just gonna try to do them as quickly as possible. I also remember these. $19.49. When I say I remember them, they're much older, but there's some of them were still in service when I was a kid, because I was only 10 years before I was born. This is an R34. And the last ones were in service when I was young. I used to like looking out these windows when I was a little kid. Amazing. You see all the old ads they have up. Wonderful memories of my childhood. Okay, so I'm gonna move along to this side and show you this one. I don't know all the dates, but I'm trying to move along. This is a 1917. That I can't say that I remember. They're closing in 20 minutes. Actually, I don't remember these that far back, but they used them ceremoniously a couple times, and I did get to ride one once. Completely amazing. Okay, so there's the 1917 version. This must have been the conductor's cab and etc. All right, I got like 10 more to go, and then they're closing. Let me do this one. Let's see what year that is. 1938. BMT lines. Brooklyn Manhattan Transit. I also remember these straps from other trains. These are a little bit more fancier, if you ask me. And quite frankly, I remember these fans also. A lot of these trains were in service for a long, long time. I remember the wicker padding on the seats. But anyway. Okay, now we're going to go to 1954, 1955, the R16 car. Those were around for a very long time, and they were full of graffiti in the 80s, some of the later models. You don't remember any of these?
This I kind of remember a little.
Even though they're from the 50s, they ran them in our era.
70s.
Yeah. Okay. This is a Brooklyn Rapid Lines 1907 car. Completely amazing. Okay. Let's go to the next one. 1916. Sorry if some of this is a little rushed, but I got like 10 more different years to go and 20 minutes. These were really huge. Okay. This one's the 1904 to 1905 Brooklyn Rapid Transit. Basically, these didn't change too much in design, but they got smaller. Okay. $1927. These two are 1927. So I'll just look at the one. the other one down there. All right, that one's 1927 as well. So we have 3 of those. Okay. Well, I think these are the Bluebirds, but I'm not sure. Let's see. These I remember a lot more. 1963, but they were in operation for a very long time because I remember them. Modern evolution. Seats become less, more standing room, more strap hanger handles. So there you have a 1963. Okay, I have this one to go. Let me do this in 1950. I like the padding. It's a bit long video, but if you like trains, it'll be worth watching. Got a couple more to go before they close. In 1938, we built in 1947. That don't seem right, that date. That might be wrong, but anyway, these are another example of what the subways used to be like. Subway cars. That date sounds really off. I'm going to do this one here. It's 1948. Alright. There's one more. There's some things that I couldn't get, but oh, this is the same as that one over there. Okay, I'm going to try to do a few stills if I can. And that's the evolution of the New York City subway car in the New York City Transit Museum in Brooklyn. So anyway, guys, the museum is now closed. We are on our way out. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I did the best that I could. And that's it, pretty much. This is a motor truck. But anyway, you guys should really come see it in person. It's Skimmerhorn and Borum Place in Brooklyn. And it's a great family thing to do, especially if you grew up in New York City and remember most of these. It's completely amazing that they're in such good shape still. Anyway, see ya.